Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel once again, and first of all apologies for not uploading for about around 2 weeks in the past 2 weeks. So I was actually busy with my personal activities, so that is the reason I could not play too much, record the videos and put together for some content on the channel here as well. But nevertheless I am back again now, and today I'm going to be sharing one more team over here in the Great League, in the Open Great League rather, and I'm going to feature the brand new Pokemon that have got introduced in the world of Pokemon Go, which is going to be the Araquanid. So I suppose that's what it's called. It's Araquanid. For Araquanid, it is a very unique typing. It have got a very unique typing, which is water bug, which is really great. And for Araquanid, it have got a exceedingly bulk with it, with a huge stat product. But the moveset over here, which it have got access to, is fairly weak because it is having access to bug bite and infestation as fast move, and for charge move it have got access to bug buzz and 2 water moveset. I believe it may be water pulse or bubble beam, I'm not quite sure. Bubble beam, it's what I'm using right now. So for Araquanid, it is really bulky, that's what I have already mentioned. But since it's water and bug, it's really weak against electric, flying, and gets walled by steel over here. So that is the reason the team that I'm putting together is Registeel and Trevenant. So Registeel in my lead over here, and Trevenant as a safe swap, and obviously Araquanid in the closure over here. When all shields are down, it can have some play and perform really well. So with Araquanid, it is really hard to put a team that have a really great bulk and coverage on the meta, but I did manage to put a team together that is really great, which is Registeel and Trevenant along with Araquanid. So as you guys can already see, the rating for this team is BAAB with a threat score of 674, which is really great and fine, I believe, which is fairly great. Apart from this, you can also use Galarian Stunfisk along with Medicham or maybe a Defense Deoxys as a team over here along with Araquanid. So with this I'll be ending the introduction over here, and that's all for the thought process that I had and the strategy for this team. And without further more delay, let's go into the battles and check out how this team performed. So now hopping into the first battle over here with my Registeel, let's see what the lead is. So I pick up a really great lead with the Abomasnow over here, and they swaps out into their own Hippowdon over here, which is actually using Ice Fang. So for Hippowdon, I am quite sure that it is going to be too quick to be something other than Body Slam, which is resisted by my ghost typing on it, and I am almost at 2 seed bombs right now. So this is going to be the first seed bomb, which will give me the first shield from my opponent, and this is going to be the next seed bomb over here. And let's see. So now my opponent lets it go, which is really great for me, because now from this scenario I do have a shield advantage along with correct alignment here as well. So they comes back with their own Azumarill over here, to which I will be going for the first Zap Cannon, which if goes unshielded, which will be just one-shotting the Azumarill, I believe. But my opponent does recognizes their fate, and they top left the game. So they were actually hard countered, which is really not great. So yeah, it's fair enough, because sometimes I do get hard countered. Maybe this time I hard countered someone else. So moving into the next matchup, I have got a lead of Walrein over here with my Registeel, which is really nice for me, because Walrein does have access to Earthquake, which is super effective, but it does not one-shot a Registeel from a full health. So to which I will be going for the next, the first Zap Cannon, which will be guaranteeing the first shield from my opponent's end, and they swaps out into their own Vigoroth over here. For Vigoroth, I do have a hard answer to it, which is going to be my own Trevenant, because they can like they can only threat with their counters and body slam, which both are resisted, but I can go for neutral seed bombs over here, which is really nice. So now they will be going for the next body slam, back to back body slams over here, to which I now do a CMP tie over here with my seed bomb. So seed bomb will be neutral over here and almost takes the Vigoroth out from that kind of range, but this is going to be the next body slam, which I can easily survive, and they now comes back with their own I believe this is going to be, I forgot this Pokemon's name totally. This is going to be Ariados, yeah. So now see, the Ariados is going for a hard farm over here, which is not going to be easy because I am resisting, single resisting the poison stings over here. But after taking almost after taking back-to-back seed bombs, and it almost got into rid of its health, which is really nice. But this Ariados is now loaded, so to which they goes for the first Mega Horn, which is really hard hitting, and it almost did 70% of the Registeel's health. And after shielding the next Mega Horn, I will be coming back with my own Araquanid over here to catch the charge move of the cross poison, which is fine. So as I've already mentioned, Araquanid is exceedingly tanky, and it can hold its weight against some of the Pokemons like Metamons in this meta. As you guys can see, so it have a really fantastic matchup, and it completely hardwalls the Walrein over here because like both Icicle Sphere along with Earthquake are resisted. So to which now they will be going for the next Icicle Sphere. As you guys can see, it just did a tickle to my Araquanid over here, and they went for the next Icicle Sphere. So for Icicle Sphere number 2, it will not be enough to get the knockout for this tanky Araquanid over here, and I will be going for the next Bubble Beam, which ensures the first final shield from my opponent's end, which is really nice. To which I will be coming back with my Registeel to snipe it down with the Zap Cannon over here, and the switch timer, and the timer is up. But since they have a very low health Vigoroth over here, which will be getting the knockout with the lock on, and I do win the game over here. So that is going to be a really great game and a really nice play by my opponent. Moving into the next matchup, I'm picking up a tough lead over here along with my Registeel against this Vigoroth. So for Vigoroth, I do have a hard answer to it, which is my Trevenant, because Trevenant can actually pressurize shields, or maybe with this Vigoroth over here with the neutral seed bomb, to which they comes back with their own Charmer over here, which is going to be a shadow Granbull over here, to which they shields the first seed bomb, and they lets this next one go through, which almost takes the knockout from that Granbull over here. So now I'll be coming back with my own Registeel over here once again, and I'll be no shielding this first move. So this is going to be a body slam once again, which is resisted by my steel typing, and I do catch one more. I believe this is going to be a bulldoze. Yeah, it's a bulldoze, which I do catch onto my Araquanid over here, which does not deals any damage at all because it is double resisting the ground type moves. So now for this Araquanid, I will be going for the hard farm, which I do indeed get over here, and the final Pokemon is going to be the G-Fisk over here. So for G-Fisk, it does not have a great matchup with this Araquanid over here, and I'll be double debuffing this G-Fisk as well. So for G-Fisk, it have access to, yeah, of course, Rock Slide and Earthquake. So Rock Slide does hit for neutral damage because of the bug typing on it, but still it is not too it is not enough to get the knockout for my Araquanid over here before I get off to a next charge move over here, which ensures the final shield from my opponent, to which I will be switching back into my Registeel and sniping it down with the Focus Blast, which will be enough to get the knockout, and I indeed get the win for the third battle here as well. So really great game by my opponent, well played. Moving into the next matchup over here, and picking up a tough lead over here with this Diggersby. So for Diggersby, it have got access to Earthquake, and Yeah, of course, Fire Punch is a bait move, but I'll be going for the first Focus Blast over here, which ensures the first shield from my opponent, and this is where I did the mistake. So I tried to catch an Earthquake onto my Trevenant over here, but I failed. So now I'll be going for the next Seed Bomb over here, which is super effective, but since Diggersby is super tanky over here, it will be able to handle at almost yeah, 2 Seed Bombs over here. But now since I took 2 Fire Punches onto my Trevenant, they will be going for the next Fire Punch over here, which will be enough to get the knockout for my Trevenant here as well, which is not a great thing because now I will be coming back with my Registeel over here and trying to catch one more Earthquake over here. But let's see if this is going to be an Earthquake, which is not, because they are actually running Fire Punch with Hyper Beam. So I do have a fairly great matchup with my Registeel over here with the Diggersby, but I was not quite aware of that. So that might be a super turning point into this game over here, because now I have to handle this Azumarill over here along with the bulky Diggersby, and I'm not quite sure what the third Pokemon is. So this is going to be the first, I believe, the next player up, which will be enough to get the knockout. And now I'll be coming back with my Registeel over here to like throw the next Zap Cannon over here, which is going to be enough to get the knockout. Not enough, which will be almost enough to get the knockout for my opponent's Azumarill over here, and they have caught a Medicham onto their back. So this is going to be a worst nightmare for my Registeel over here, which is not able to do anything to this team over here. So I'll be taking the Ice Punches onto my Registeel, and they can easily counter me down before I could reach to next move, and that is going to be a GG's to my opponent. A really great game. So now moving into the next matchup, which is going to be the final battle of this set over here. I pick up yet again a horrible lead over here with Lurantis. So Lurantis have got access to superpower, so I did not want to stay in that matchup. Rather, I will be safe swapping into my own Trevenant over here. So for Trevenant, I do get the first shield with the Seed Bomb over here, and now I'll be going for the hard-hitting move of Shadow Ball. So Shadow Ball lands over here doing massive damage, and now this is going to be very much fine for me because I do have a shield advantage. So now from this range, I don't want to come back with my Registeel over here because I don't want to debuff my Registeel's attack and then again switch back. So I'll be coming back with the mirror matchup over here because I'm having a shield advantage. I will be trying to get the hard farm down, and my opponent is actually running Infestation. So now I do get the hard farm, and let's see what my opponent does have in the back. So they comes back with their Lurantis over here. So this is really really nice because I don't have to face this Lurantis against my Registeel over here. So for which they now swaps back into their own G-Fisk, to which I'll be going for the first Bubble Beam, and I'll be switching back into my Registeel over here. So for Registeel, it can easily tank one Earthquake, but I believe, yeah, it can tank one Earthquake and it is debuffed as well. So to which I do charge up a bit of extra energy, and I'll be going for the first Focus Blast over here, which might get the final shield, but my opponent does not want to shield over here, which just one-shot the Registeel from that kind of range, and they goes for the move over here. So this is going to be a superpower, which I will be shielding over here, and I'll be going for the Zap Cannon this time. So they have lowered their defense and attack with their superpower over here, and to which I will be going for the Zap Cannon. So they are yet again debuffed on their attack, and my opponent just recognizes their feat and top lifts the game over here. So that is going to be a really great game and really well played. So moving into the next battle, which is going to be the bonus battle for the video, I pick up a lead with Talonflame. So for Talonflame, I do not have a hard answer because Talonflame is kind of a core breaker for both my Trevenant and Registeel over here. To which I swap back into my own Araquanid over here, to which they comes back with their own Shiftry over here. So this is going to be a really spicy pick because Shiftry is not that viable, or maybe not that frequent in this meta, to which they goes for the foul play over here. So now since I got the first shield from my opponent's end with the with the bubble beam, I'll be even debuffing them again with the with my bubble beam once again to get the final shield, but my opponent does not opt to shield over here. And now they goes for the leaf blade, which somehow did not take me out. Might be they are facing some kind of glitch that, yeah, that is going to be the no bubble glitch that is still persisting in GBL. So it is very much unfortunate, and now they comes back with their own Talonflame over here, but they are now debuffed. So to which I will be going for the next flash cannon over here, to which they catches perfectly onto their own Machamp over here, to which I do have a hard answer to it, which is going to be my Trevenant. So for Trevenant, it can handle rock slide, but I am quite anticipating that they are having something very much that is weak to, that is very much super effective to my Trevenant, and it is going to be the payback, to which I go for the seed bomb this time, and now they comes back with the Trevenant, to which I win CMP tie comfortably, and I'll be going for the next Shadow Ball, which will be enough to get the knockout for this Talonflame over here and get the win for the final battle over here as well. So now I'll just pause the video and give my feedback onto this Araquanid over here. So Araquanid, as I've already mentioned, it is extremely tanky with a great stat product and a unique typing, which is water bug, but it does need coverage against bug like flying, electric and steel, because it does not have anything to play against steel with. And the moveset is fairly weak because it is not that much hard hitting, but still, but it can easily outplay because of its bulk. So it is not that great in the open GreatLeague, but in the restricted metas, it is really, it might be superb in the restricted metas, maybe in the Halloween Cup So that's all for this video. If you're liking the content onto this channel, do like, share, subscribe and comment to it. And that's all for this video, and see you again in the next one. Till then, peace.